My name is Ignacio Garrett, and I'm a 2011 core member. And had I not had a transitional grant, I would not be here today teaching. I was part of the EL program. I was an English learner, and through the great help of some amazing teachers, I transitioned from having no idea what was going on to AP classes and all that, and wanting to do film. And so I got into film school at USC, and then I decided that I really wanted to do something that had a real impact and an immediate impact in the Latino community. I have 22 kindergartners. It's like I'm their dad in some ways. It's a very strange and wonderful experience, very fulfilling. I play the role of dad in a way. I think many of my kids don't have their dads, so it's been an interesting dynamic as a 23-year-old, but that's really, I feel, made my experience very just impactful and unforgettable. I mean, I teach only in Spanish too, so it really is not only helping the Latino community in the way that I wanted to, but also in a way I'm reinforcing that their culture matters and that our culture matters by teaching in Spanish. I graduated from school from USC, and I had my school debt, and I had no way of making the transition from hourly work, which is what I was doing right after graduation, to being a teacher. And I didn't have the money in my bank account to pay for the things that have to do with exams, that have to do with moving, buying, all that. And so it was about 4 or 5 months, actually, that the transition grant really ended up covering for me, because I didn't get paid until the beginning of October because of a credential issue. And to people like me that don't have parental support, at least not financial parental support, I certainly have support of it, the most important kind, but not financial support. And so without that, I wouldn't have been able to pay rent. I applied. It was the fourth deadline, and I was about a week away from going home. And so I stayed with some support from my brother, because TFA and the grant were a possibility. So once we saw that I was making it to this, the second interview and the third stage, and we saw that there was something called a transitional grant, my brother was like, well, I'll be able to help you, but only for a little while, because I know that you'll get this money back. This is very much like what we're doing as a core. I mean, we talk about this over and over again, that we're not going to allow financial hardship to prevent someone with the potential for a bright future to not have it because they can't afford it. And I think that there's so many people that have the potential to be wonderful teachers, and if they can't afford the transition, they're not going to do it. And so that would be a shame. The sky is the limit, and I just want to float free. Close the gap, because our gap is their gap. Cut the strings and let me go. I'm weightless.
77, the number of students impacted by one core member.
30,800, the number of students that will be impacted by the 2012 LA Core.
200, number of 2012 LA Core members.
109, core members that have expressed financial need for transitional funding in order to move to LA.
7, the number of core members whom we can support and bring to LA through our Close the Gap campaign.
1,139, the number of students these core members will impact in their 2 years.
$1,340 is the estimated transitional grant amount.
I wanted to join Teach for America because its mission is so crucial right now. There is an immediate need in our classrooms, and it's helping place people there who are then going to be passionate, and if they don't continue the fight in education, they continue the fight with legislation, with founding new charter schools. There are so many amazing things the alumni of this program have done, and I wanted, beyond teaching, I wanted to be part of that bigger movement. The transitional grants were part of what allowed me to accept the offer and to Teach for America. I knew I wanted to teach and there was an opportunity that was at home, but it would mean not expanding. It would mean teaching kids who, while they need me, they don't really need me. And this grant allows me to move to LA, where there is such a need here, and there's an awareness, and there's just such an exciting educational community here. And that's something I wanted to be part of. Please help the 2012 Corps. I'm meeting all of them. They're wonderful people. Please help us close the gap.